Hello. Hi, Ben.
Hi, sir.
Hi. How are you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
Good, not bad. Ben, would you turn on your camera for me? Is that oh yeah, perfect. So just you and me. Let me just quickly do attendance. Oops. Not this. Okay, just want to double check, Ben. Is this your name? This one?
Yes, it's my name.
Cool. It's here. Have you got any other classes today?
Yes,
Yeah, how many?
one.
5. Oh, 5 sessions. It's quite a lot of work.
No, not 5. I have 2 classes. This one and night time.
Ah, okay. So you have another class at 5.
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
Class.
Yeah. Is it? No, it's not in red. It's green or red?
It's red.
Green, yeah. Awesome. Okay, so it's 3:05. We're going to wait for a few more minutes, then we can get started. Hi, Ken.
Hi, teacher.
How are you doing?
I'm just finished at work.
Oh, how's the day?
Yeah, not that bad.
Not that bad. It's a good day today. Finally.
Yeah,
Quite good weather.
yeah, the weather is get warmer.
Yeah,
Feel
I
better.
love spring. This winter is so long.
Yeah, and so cold.
I know. Okay. So just a bit of attendance. And it's here. Go. Hi, Nat.
Hi, teacher.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah. I'm a little bit thirsty.
Thirsty?
Yeah.
You can feel free to go get some water. Yeah. Hi, Momo.
Hi, teacher.
Oh, how are you?
I'm good.
Good. Nice. Hi, Bayu.
Hi, teacher. How are you?
How's it going?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good. Nice. All right. So it seems that we've got lots of members to get started. Just before that, I'm going to quickly do attendance. We have Bayu here. Momo. Net. Is this your name, Net? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Seems that I've got everybody. Okay, so this is week 4. Does anyone remember what we talked about last week? I think some of you didn't come last week. So in the first few weeks, we learned about formal letter writing. And in these 2 weeks, we learned a different type of letter. Does anyone remember what that is? Momo, were you speaking?
Step 2 writing.
Yeah. So
One.
this is what we are just going to talk about. But what I was asking is the type of letter we learned last week, and that is informal letter. Yeah. And well, before we go through the expressions and the text type, the first thing, as usual, we're going to do is to revise the 8 steps of writing. It's 8 steps to writing. So, Ben, can you tell us what's the first step to writing? Number 1.
Opening.
Opening. Yeah, that's right. Opening. And Momo, can you tell us what's number 2?
Background and purpose.
Come again?
Background and purpose.
Background or purpose. Net, can you tell us what's the next?
Information A.
Information A, right? Information A. And Niwei, can you tell us what's step 4?
I don't know.
It's information
B.
B, that's right. Yeah. 2 pieces of information. Thank you, Niwei. And step 5.
Suggestion.
Request.
Request. Thank you, Bayu. Was that Bayu?
Request.
Yeah, request. Number 6.
Signal close.
Right, good job, Ben. Signal close. Number 7.
Closing.
Closing. And number 8. Signature. Excellent. Right, so these are 8 steps to writing. I think I have seen someone just came in and then went out. All right, don't worry about that. Right, so these are the 8 steps to writing. In the first step, opening, we usually write dear or hi, followed with the name, the title. Then you talk about the background, for example, who you are, who you're writing to, and why you write this letter. Information A, information B, and the request. This is the body. And step 6, it's usually a small paragraph that refers to what you probably want from someone, or a sign to finish your letter. Closing part is where you incorporate some phrases like "your sincerely" or simply just kind regards. The signature, of course, is your name. Right. So now can I get New A? Can you read the 8 steps again for us?
Opening, background, quick, purpose,
Purpose. Mhm.
information A, information B,
Right.
request, signal, close,
Close.
close, signature.
Awesome. That's right. Thank you, New A. All right. Seems that everybody's getting familiar with the 8 steps to writing. So now let's move on to the 3 types of letters. Badu, can you tell us one of the 3 types of letters?
Slang.
Well, it's relevant, but I'm saying the 3 types of letters. Letters.
2 type of formal letter. Sorry.
Yeah, right. Thank you, Badu. Formal letter. Nat, can you tell us another type of letter?
Informal letter.
Informal letter. And Momo, can you tell us the last one?
Semi-formal
Semi-formal.
letter.
Right. Semi-formal letter. And again, formal, informal, and semi-formal. The difference between them is how serious you are, or how familiar you are with the person you're writing to. Okay, now let me get Can you read the 3 types of letters for us?
Yes,
Can you
3
read-
types of letters include formal letter, informal letter, and semi-formal letter.
Exactly. Thank you, Ken. All right, now, when we write different types of letters, we follow different writing conventions. And the 3 things we want to look at is the contraction, slang, and tag question. Now, can you tell us what is a contraction? Are you there, Ken? I can't hear you.
Yeah, sorry. Hello, teacher.
I guess that was a bit of lagging. Can you say something again for me?
Hello.
That's working.
Yeah.
So can you tell us what is a contraction?
Again.
Okay, that happens again. All right, I'll probably see if it's working later on. Are you at home at the moment?
Yeah, I'm at home, but I think my Wi-Fi is a little bit weak, so I cannot open the video. So just
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. But can you hear me properly?
yes. Now I can
Mm.
hear you properly.
Then that's fine. Well, I guess you have answered something.
Yeah.
Say that again, just in case it's working. Contraction.
Yes.
Can you give us an example of contraction apart from these 3?
Okay. So I just make a sentence.
Not necessarily, just like this.
Oh yeah. So cannot.
Oh yeah, cannot. That's a good example because I have actually mentioned this last time that cannot is one word, right? One word. It's not
Yeah.
two words, right? So cannot and can't, they mean the same thing. Can't is a short way to write cannot, and that is a kind of contraction. Thank you,
Yeah.
Ken. And Ben, can you tell us what is a slang? Slang.
Verbal language.
Yeah, a verbal language. The verbal language, things you speak, and especially when you speak casually to people who you are familiar with, like your friends, your family. For example, when it comes to chill with friends, chill, originally it means cold, but here, or let's say cool. So chill here means relax. Or you could say, I feel you, means I understand you. And what's up? Something like that. Thank you, Ben. And next one. Cat question. This one is a bit tricky. Tap question is a question not really, let's say, expecting an answer. You are not 100% sure about the answer, but I would say you're 90% sure. For example, Ben, can you read this sentence for us?
You are from Turkey, aren't you?
Yeah, you're from Turkey, aren't you? So these kind of questions are called tap questions. Okay, now in formal letters, careful, this word, formal letter, do we write contractions? Let me see. Momo, do we write contractions in formal letters?
Contraction? No.
No, we don't. So we don't write words like don't, won't, I'm, can't. Oh, no. Thank you, Momo. Nue, in formal letters, do we use slangs? In formal letters, yes or no? Or not sure?
I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. And you can listen.
No.
Hi, Carol. Hi, how's it going?
I'm good.
Good. Okay, so here we are revising the writing conventions in formal letters. Can you tell us if we can use slangs in formal letters?
No.
No, we can't. Right. Last one. Baju,
Yes.
can we use tap questions in formal letters?
It's a question in formal letters? No.
No, we don't use them. Excellent. Okay, seems that we got somebody else came in. Now do attendance. We have Andrea. Hi, Andrea.
Hi, Miss.
Hi.
Hi.
Are you on the way
I-
to home?
I gone to at home. I am working.
Yeah.
Work. Yeah.
Walking. Yeah.
Working. Okay.
Yeah. That's fine. So Andrea's name.
Hi, teacher.
Hi, I'm Ambly. Is this your name?
Yes, I
Yeah.
am. My name is Wembley.
Wembley. Wembley. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, teacher.
Yeah, I'm now looking for your name in this list. I think.
I'm Francisco Wembley.
Okay, I think it's not in this list. Yeah, I'll just write it on the at the bottom.
Yeah.
How long have you been here at Turner English? Wembley?
Uh,
How many
speak.
days? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Yes.
Yeah, just recently, right?
And Portuguese. I speak Portuguese.
Portuguese. Oh, great.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Wembley. Let me see
Thank you.
who else is here. That's it. All right, great. Now we've done revising the 3 conventions in formal letters. Next, as I was saying, last week we learned about informal letters or personal letters. In these cases, we might write a letter to a friend or a family member. So in these letters, we do use contraction. So yes, we do use slang. I mean, you can use slang and tag questions. So these things can be used in informal letters because that sounds more casual and you don't have to be very serious when you write informal letters. All right, so this is what we learned. And from last week, we also learned 2 expressions. The first expression is this thing. Value, can you read the sentence structure here?
Okay. I think it would be a good idea to or if.
Value, when might you use this sentence?
The forget.
Okay, I'll give you some options. Making request or advice or complaint.
Think. Request. Or fish.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like request making, but it's also used for advice and suggestion. So I think it's good to do something.
Request. Okay.
Yeah, so it's like it's giving suggestion.
Oh,
Is that clear about you?
yes, yes. Thank you.
For example, I would say, I think it would be a good idea if you get up early.
Okay. Yes.
What is this suggestion about? Is that my suggestion can make you healthy.
Get up.
Yeah, can make you get fit. So to get fit, you need to get up early. So this is the suggestion.
Suggestion.
All right, and these examples are some of our students have written from last week.
Okay.
Can you find what you wrote here, Value? I'm not sure if it was here.
I I think it will be a good idea if you don't stop school when you're
Ah, yeah, right. Yeah, I think it's this one.
yeah,
Right. Thank you, Bayu.
you're welcome, teacher.
Yeah, so this is one of the expressions we learned last time, to give suggestion. And we also learned a rhetorical question. Okay, this is quite a big word, rhetorical question. It means a fake question, like not a real question. It sounds like a question, but you are pretty sure about it. You don't need to hear the answer. So that's a question that you don't ask for answers. That is, why don't you? Why don't you? Why don't you blah, blah, blah. And that is to show a strong opinion. For example, Niwei, can you read this example for us?
Why don't you take a break from work?
Why don't you take a break from work? So, Ben, is this really asking a question? Why don't you take a break from work? Is this asking a question or suggest taking a break from work? Ben?
Yes.
Yeah. The question was actually for you. So, is this really asking a question?
Mhm. Why don't you take a break from work?
Is this really asking a question or suggesting taking a break from work?
It's a suggestion.
Yeah, it's a suggestion, right? Or why don't you have a conversation with them? This is like, I think you should have a conversation with them. That's a good idea to do that. I suggest you to have a conversation with them. Why don't you do that? So I don't expect you to say, because blah, blah, blah. That's not what I'm expecting. I'm just giving you a suggestion. Okay, so that's what we learned from last week. And today we're going to continue learning expressions in informal letter writing. So apart from the phrases or the expressions, we're going to learn something more for beginning and ending. Here is a list of phrases. Nat, can I get you to read the first sentence for us?
I hope you're doing well.
Carol, can you read the next one?
See you soon.
See you soon. Wembley? Wembley, can you
Hi,
read
teacher.
this one?
Hi, teacher.
Yes.
Teacher, I live in speak and level 0
Okay, that's fine.
and class green initials. Class green.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
fine.
Yeah, thank
good.
you.
Good. How about Can? Can you read this for us?
Yes.
Can you read this for us?
Thank you for your letter. It's was great hearing from you.
Thank you, Ken. Next one. Anyway,
Yes, teacher.
can you read this sentence for us?
Give my love to your family.
Mhm. Give my love to your family. Next. Value.
Yes. I can't wait to hear from you soon.
Mhm. So this word is hear.
Hear.
You
Yeah.
listen to something, then you hear it. Hear from it. Excellent. Thank you, everyone. So in this list of sentences, some are for beginning, some are for ending. Now let's try find them out. Carol, what do you think does the first sentence go to? Is it beginning or ending?
For the first sentence,
I hope you're doing well. Is this beginning or ending?
in the beginning.
Yeah, that's the beginning. Thank you, Carol. Next. Nat, do you think this is beginning or ending?
Ending.
Ending, right. So this is like farewell, saying goodbye, right? See you soon. Next one. This one is a bit tricky. Ben, do
Yes.
you think this is for beginning or ending?
Thank you for all it was question from you. It's end.
It's actually beginning. Imagine, see, in what case would someone say this? It was great hearing from you.
Okay.
Hearing from you.
Mhm.
What does that mean? It means that before you wrote the sentence, you might have received someone's email or letter. So this is what you want to say at the beginning of the letter. Thank you for your letter. It was great hearing from you. Does that make sense, man? Yeah. Right, next one. Value. Do you think this is for beginning or ending?
Give my love to your family. Ending.
Yeah, right, ending. And last one. Momo, do you think this is beginning or ending?
Beginning.
I can't wait to hear from you soon.
Ending.
Yeah, this is actually ending, right? So, what does it mean by beginning and ending? This is like, okay, I'll show you a pattern. For example, when you write a letter to your friend, hi, Bayu, for example. Hi, Bayu, comma. Next paragraph. I hope you are doing well. I'm writing to blah, 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 blah. So you see, this is the beginning, right? And then it comes to the body, whatever it is. It's gonna make some random letters like the. Okay, so this is the body. And then at the end, when you're just about to finish it, which is called signal close, you could use the green ones. Give my love to your family. Right. This is the ending. And last, you close the letter and write your name, the signature. Right. And as for closing, it's a bit different than from writing formal letters too. So here are some examples. You could say best wishes, or just simply best, depends on how familiar you are with this person, or kind regards. I guess you might have seen this a lot if you have received some letters here in Australia. Or the simple way, you could just say regards. And even closer, you could say love, right? Imagine if I'm a close friend to value, then I will, at the end of the letter, I will say love, comma, Philip. Then that is a complete and good informal letter. Opening, the beginning phrases, the body, the ending phrases, and the closing part. Okay, now let's move on. Hi, George.
Hi, sir.
Yay. How's it going?
Very good.
Good. Awesome. George, yeah, right here. Excellent.
Right. You need to take my name.
Oh, yeah. Carol. Carol's here. And also, I think New Way is this one. New Way, could you check if this is your name? This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, great. All right, that's it. So we have just learned how to write some beginning and ending expressions, as well as the closing phrases in informal letters. That means you don't use them in formal letters. For example, in the informal letters, you say best wishes or kind regards, but in formal letters, you want to say you're sincerely or you're faithful. This is informal, informal, informal. Formal, formal. Okay, now we're going to move on to the next part where we learn a new expression. Momo, can I get you to read this for us?
I recommend that.
Yes, I recommend that. I recommend that. So this is another way to give suggestion or give advice. For example, you could say, I recommend that you do more exercise. This part is what I think it's good for you to do. I recommend that you do more exercises. George, can I get you to read this example?
Yes,
Mhm.
I recommend that you do more exercise.
Right. Thank you, George. Nat, can I get you to read this example for us?
I recommend that you do more exercise.
Thank you, Nat. Carol, can you guess if someone says this, why did someone say this?
Sorry, can you pardon repeat the question?
Sorry, I didn't hear you. Can you say it again?
Can you repeat the question? I didn't hear clearly.
Yeah, so why would someone say this? Why would someone recommend it?
Maybe we get the health problem.
To what?
Maybe the person has the health problem.
Yeah, right. Maybe someone's sick, or maybe you just want someone to get healthier. Right, excellent. So this is a suggestion you can give to someone who might be sick or has any, physical issues or something. Right. So now what you're going to do is use this expression, I recommend that, to make your own sentence. Now, everybody, please put your answer in the chat box using I recommend that. Well done. I have seen a lot of great answers. We're going to check together until everybody is finished. I mean, I won't check until everybody's finished. George, that's a good one. But now we are using I recommend that. So can you write a sentence with I recommend that?
Okay, okay. Fine.
That's the one we're going to talk about later on. Very good. And I have seen a interesting thing among you, and I'm going to explain that later. Okay, let me see. Carol, Momo, Karen, George, Magnet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pretty much. All right, I think that's pretty much it. All right, now I'm going to paste your answers on the screen onto the file. Why is it not working in this? Just a second. Okay, thanks for waiting. So I think the text copying is not working, so I'm just gonna take a screenshot. I recommend to sleep early. This one. This one. I find it better if we check the answer together, because other people's mistakes can help you with your own writing as well. So everybody, when I'm explaining to any of you, please listen to everybody else as well, because that will help with your writing. Okay, I'm gonna delete George's sentence here because he has corrected. Okay, now first one, I recommend that you should sleep early. All right, I'll keep this one and talk about it with the next, not the next one, this one. And the other one that comes with if, right? So you see, number one, I recommend that you should sleep early. That's a good idea. Next one, I recommend that you should go to the hospital to check your health. That's also a good idea. Last one, I recommend that if you save your money for more important needs. Those are great ideas, but please remember that I recommend means you should do something. Or if you do blah, blah, blah. Oh, no. It would be good if you do blah, blah, blah. So you don't say, after I recommend that, you don't say you should. You just simply say you. So that's I recommend that you sleep early. Bye, Smee.
Don't forget the easy.
Yeah. Bye. All right. So I recommend that you sleep early. After the phrase here, I recommend, the underlying part is timeless. So it doesn't have to be a future tense or past tense or even modal verbs. It's present simple. You just say you sleep early because this is a piece of a recommendation. There's not really happening or it hasn't happened yet. There's no time. No time. So I recommend that you sleep early. Just the base form of the verb. Does that make sense, Carol?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's the same in Momo's sentence, not Momo's sentence, sorry. Can sentence. Yeah. I recommend that you go to the hospital. I recommend that you go to the hospital. To check your body. To check your body. Or to examine. Examine, to test. Because I recommend already means you should. Like I recommend you do something. I recommend doing something. It already means you should do something. So you don't need should, don't need can or would. Is that clear, Can?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, great. So Bayu,
Yes.
now do you know how to correct your sentence?
Maybe. Yes.
Have a try. So I recommend. Is this your sentence, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I recommend that.
If you save your money.
Okay, so if you say I recommend that, it's already giving an assumption, like something would happen. So you don't need if. It's overlapped. So that it's like if it's inside, I recommend that. Yeah, does that make sense?
I recommend.
So I can recommend that you save money for more important. Yeah, is that clear?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So that's actually that actually makes it easy.
Yeah.
Just say what you want somebody to do. You go to the hospital, you sleep early, you save money. Right? That's easier. There's no modal verb like
simple like that, teacher.
Right. Present simple. So I recommend in the clause following I recommend that we usually use present simple. Okay. And the second one, Momo's answer. I recommend that you drink a lot of water. That's a good example. That's a good one. Okay, next one. I recommend that you are here early. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Let me see, using sentences. I think it would be better if we say, I recommend that you arrive early, or you make it here early. So make it means to arrive. Does that make sense, Ned? Ned? Yeah, is that clear? Is this your sentence?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Next one, then I recommend that you do homework or your class for your class. Yeah. I recommend that you do homework for your class. Yeah, good. No problem. Excellent. Last one. I recommend that you study every day. Yes. Awesome. That's a good one, George. And last one.
Thank you,
Oh.
miss.
You're welcome. This is here. Hi, Dizzy.
Hello, teacher. How are you? Hello,
Good.
everyone.
Good. How are you?
I'm sick, teacher. I don't know.
You're
Start
sick?
struggling.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
It's-
So are you like, is that very serious?
Hi, I'm right. I'm
All
right.
right. Yeah. Is that
I have big
like
sore throat,
on
but
code, or is that COVID or something?
no, it's not COVID, just cold.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah.
I mean, at least
This is not COVID, yeah.
that's something fortunate in
Yeah.
unfortunate. All right. So I'm going to check your answer.
Thank you.
All right. So DC, did you hear what I just said to Bayu, Carol, and who else was that? Like
Yeah.
where I talked about should and if. Did
Yeah.
you hear that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So now can you try correcting your sentence?
Okay.
So I recommend that what's the next?
Yeah. I recommend that you finish your homework before starting the class.
Exactly. So we just simply remove should. You don't need
Sure.
should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Because when I say I recommend you, it means
Yeah.
you should do so, right?
Yeah.
Before
Starting the class.
the class, we usually say get started.
Okay.
Get started. Or just simply before the class. Before the class. I recommend that you finish your homework before the class. Okay. Now next, which is pretty similar to I recommend that, is I recommend doing. I recommend doing. It is similar to I recommend that, but it's followed by doing, like, you know, jumping, sleeping, writing, taking, walking. So doing means a verb plus ing, doing something. So here is an example. I recommend taking more photos during the trip. Right? So you see, take, this word, the base form is take. We turn it into the ing form, the present participle, taking. So I recommend taking more photos during the trip. Or to say, I recommend writing down what you think. Yeah, so writing, taking, these are the actions you want to use. Now, everybody, please use the structure I recommend doing to create your own sentence and put the answer in the chat box. I'm going to get some water. I'll be right back. Hi, Sutor. How's it going?
Hello, I'm good.
Good. Nice. Sutor, are you clear with what we are doing right now?
Could you explain a little bit for me?
Yeah. So we are learning the expression in giving advice. It's I recommend doing something. I recommend taking photos. I recommend writing down what you think. So you are going to write your own sentence by using I recommend doing something.
Okay, yes, thank you.
Good. Okay, now let's check together. I recommend cooking more food for children. Well, I understand that, and that is a good example. But we don't say cook food. So cook is something you do, but we don't say cook food. Cook is the action, you're doing something. So you can just say, I recommend making more food for children, for the children. Here, scans. Does that make sense, Ken?
Yes, yes, teacher. Yeah, not use the cooking, just some making or do.
Awesome. Next one, Ben's.
I recommend sleeping
7 hours. Well, it makes total sense. Like you do sleep at night. But we probably usually just say, I recommend sleeping 7 hours a day or every day. Yeah. But at night, it does make sense. It is good. Next one, I recommend taking the train to get to the town. Recommend taking the train to get to the town. Is that clear, George?
Yes.
Momos, I recommend eating on time. Yes. Well, okay, here's something we need to clarify. The difference between in time and on time. Yeah, I think it's better if you say eating in time, right? Because when you say eating on time, like for example, this is the timeline, this is 9 o'clock, right? You just read on the time 9, so that's on time. So you have to just exactly at 9 o'clock sit in front of the table to eat. That's too strict. What it means by in time is that before you get hungry or don't get too much hungry. So in time is better. Does that make sense, Momo? Yeah. Awesome. Next one, I recommend cleaning the house this morning too. Great. Sounds like a conversation. Yeah. Value, I think what you meant was I recommend cleaning the house this morning as well.
Oh,
Because if you say I recommend cleaning the house this morning too, it sounds like somebody else has just said recommend cleaning the house this morning before you said it.
okay.
Like
yeah.
I agree. I think you should clean it too. That's when you say too, right? And when it comes to as well, it might sound like someone has said we should we should walk the dog in the morning.
Okay.
And then you say, I think I recommend cleaning the house this morning as well. So that's another thing to do. Yeah, does that make sense?
Yes, thank you.
Welcome. Next one, I recommend checking your passport before you board. Good one, no problem. That's perfect. Good job, Carol. Next one, Sutor, I recommend drinking hot water before breakfast. Good. Well, this is really a cultural thing because I think drinking hot water is quite popular among Asian countries, right? Some of the Asian countries, but some other countries don't. Like people in some other countries don't like drinking hot water. Just like if you go to any if you have been to any Australian restaurant and you ask for a glass of water, it's definitely like freezingly cold, right, Sutor?
Yes.
So different. Thank you, Sutor. That's a good sentence.
Yes. Thank you.
All right. And this is, I recommend walking in a good, I can recommend walking is a good exercise. I mean, walking is a good exercise. That makes sense. But if you say, I recommend walking is a good exercise, that's like you combine two sentences together. So you could say, I recommend walking for exercise. So if you want to do some exercise, you can walk, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Next one. I recommend going to the beach for the weekend. Yeah, that's right. No problem. Very good. Good job, Net. Okay, so the last part we're doing today is a writing task. Now first, can I get Sutor to read the sentence here for us?
Yes. Your friends is thinking about learning to drive and would like some advice. Write a letter to your friend.
Excellent. Good pronunciation. And Dizzy, could you read these?
Yes, teacher.
Mhm.
Yeah. Say why driving license is advantageous. Recommend driving school. Give extra guidance tips.
Excellent. Thank you, Dizzy. So, Bayu,
Yes.
can you tell us what are we going to write about?
All right, this one.
Yeah.
Your friend is thinking about learning to drive and would like some advice. Write a letter to your friend.
All right. So, yeah, that's it. That's it, Bayu. If I want you to highlight some keywords, which could be the keywords?
License.
Come again?
Oh, sorry. What do you mean, teacher?
The keywords, the important words. What are the keywords in this sentence? What's important? For example,
Thinking.
Some advice.
some advice, right? We like some advice. And what is it about? About learning to drive.
Learning
right? To drive. So these are the keywords. Thank you, Bayu.
Okay.
So the thing is that we're going to write a letter to a friend. Tell he or she, tell him or her about why having a driver license is good. Recommending a driving school and giving some other tips, some other guidance. Okay, now first we talk about why. Why? So now let's discuss. Anyone? What do you think is the advantage of having a driver license? What's good about having a driver license?
Because when you have a driving license, so is legal. You can go anywhere you want.
Yeah, so first of all, it's legal, right? It's legal to drive. You are eligible to drive.
Yeah.
And you can...
Legal to drive.
Yeah. So eligible is a better word to say that. Like you have the right to do it. That's you're eligible to drive. And you can go anywhere you want, definitely. So maybe you can go for travel, right? Trip, on a road trip. Good. Thank you, Ken. Yes. Any other advantages? Any other good points, everybody? Come on. Do you have a car? Or if you want a car, why?
Go your kids at school when it's raining.
Oh, definitely. True, right. I guess that some of us who don't have a kid yet might not be able to come up with this idea.
I'm saying teacher because I have 2 kids. I'm walking every day to get them to school.
Oh yeah,
because
right. So that's from your own experience.
Yes.
So you can. So this is the. Okay, that's a good word to learn. Say pick up. See, like here's a phone. You pick it up, right?
Yeah.
Pick up. When you say pick up, it can also mean that you drive someone. So you get someone on your car, you can take them home or something like that. So pick up kids. Pick up kids, definitely. Good idea. Anything else, everybody?
Safety from police.
Come again, Dai?
Safety from police.
Sorry, I didn't quite get that. Can you type it down?
Because when I going to the holiday or anyway, and then have operation like check. Anyway, we have license and then police won't check.
Yeah. So is that going anywhere you want? Is that
Okay.
your point?
Yes, same.
Yeah, same. Right. So it's more like having fun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. What about something else, like not having fun?
Going to job?
Yeah, go to
So-
work. Go to work.
I think
Good. Right. Well, if you want to be precise, every advantage can be considered as going anywhere you want, right? Right. So this is the purpose of having a car. This is why the friend should get a driver license. Okay, now next point. Going to put this in the chat box. Recommend a driving school. I mean, this is simple. If you write about recommending a driving school, you just simply refer to the name. So what else can we write in this part? Recommend a driving school. What else can we write? For example, if I say, I recommend that you go to Melbourne driving school. Okay, what's the following thing? What else can we say? If you recommend something to someone, do you just say I recommend, then nothing else? For example, everybody knows that, you know that iPhone 14 is come out, right? I recommend that you buy iPhone 14. That's it. If you have a conversation with your friend, is that all? Is there something else following what is following your recommendation? Any ideas, guys? Anne, what do you think? You there, Ken? Here.
yeah.
Yeah. So we first recommend someone to do, suggest someone to do something. Then what's next? What's the next thing you can say? For example, if you're talking to your friend, I recommend that you buy iPhone 14. After saying this, do you feel like saying something else?
I recommend that you buy iPhone 14. It's help you convenient.
Yeah, great, good example. So
You
when you say it's more convenient, it's has a higher functioning speed, it has great graph, you're giving reasons, right?
Yeah.
The reasons.
They have
Yeah, thank you, Kat.
yes.
Good. So after you recommend something, you give the reason why you recommend it, right? So now let's come back to the topic. Recommend a driving school. What can be the reasons for recommending a driving school?
I think it's a flexible time.
Mhm.
You can arrange the time when you want to go to school.
Yeah.
Example, if you go to the public transport, you have to follow the timetable for the public transport. But if you can drive, go to school, I
Mhm.
think it's flexible time, so you can arrange time.
Yeah.
You go.
Right. It's more flexible if you go to the driving school. Yeah. Thank you, Ken. Good reason.
Driving.
Anything else, everyone? Imagine if you go to a driving school. What is important to you? Okay. To think about this question, you know what? Here's a secret. You can simply get the answer from the driving school website. They must give you reasons, like why come to our school. So let's just Google it. Ben, were you going to say something?
Yes, right rules to drive.
Hold on.
Then you can learn right rules for the.
I can't really hear you clearly. Can you say that again? Are you talking about the reason for recommending the driving school?
Yes. Then we can learn right rules.
Learn the rules? Is that what you said?
Right rules we can learn.
Right rules?
Yes.
Yeah, so they teach you a lot of things. Is that
Yes.
what you mean? Yeah, good idea. They teach you about the law, about traffic, and how to drive, right? So in conclusion, we could probably say that they are professional, right? Professional means that they are very good at what they're doing. Is that clear, Ben?
Yes.
Good idea, Ben. Good job. Right. So, I mean, you could say they have professional instructor. All right. Something else. I think if you go to, browse their website, you reach out their agents, you talk to them, and they act really rude. They don't smile, they're not patient, or they don't even care if you enroll. Is that a good driving school? Definitely not, right? So it can be about the service, the good service. Right. So these are the examples. And lastly, what else extra guidance or tips can you give to someone?
Okay.
This might need some time to do it. So what we're going to do right now is that we write a letter together. So right now I'm going to write a template for everybody. But if you have your own idea, if you have already come up with some ideas, you can start writing your own piece of letter in response to this writing task. Okay, your friend is thinking about learning to drive and would like some advice. Write a letter to your friend. Say why a driving license is advantageous. Recommend a driving school. Give extra guidance or tips. And now you can start writing. And meanwhile, I'm giving you a template. So, first of all, is this formal letter or informal letter? George, what do you think?
Informal letter.
Informal letter, right? So can I say hi? Hi. Then the friend's name. Can I say it? George? George? So can I, if this is an informal letter, can I say hi someone?
Hi. And
Yes.
name my friend.
Yes, you can say that. Hi. So hi, then you refer to, you address the friend's name, right? And next one. Remember what's the openings, the beginning phrases right here. I hope you are doing well. Okay, let's just use this.
I hope you are doing well.
Yeah, right.
I
I hope
hope
you are doing well.
I hope you are doing well.
I'm writing. Let's see. In relation to your plan of learning to drive. I hope you're doing well. I'm writing in relation to your plan of learning to drive. And what do we say next? It's the body, right? So you can say, I think it is a good idea to get a driver license because this is the reason you want to write. We have just talked about it, right? The advantages of getting a driver license. And then I recommend that so here you talk about a school. Go to which school? You can make up your own name for the school. Then because here you can talk about service, the instructor, or timetable. Then next you give some other tips. Also, you should do this, you should do that. And last, hope this email helps. Give my love to your family. Right? This is the ending phrase you can use in an informal letter. And then last one, love. Just regards. And your name. Okay, that's it. So everybody, if you get your own idea, write your own letter in response to this task. But if you don't know how to write, you can use the template as well. So I'm gonna keep this on the screen. And please put your answer in the chat box. I have sent a sample, my own letter, to the chat box, just for you to get some idea. And especially the last part. Also, this part for the extra tips. This is what you can write. Okay, now I have seen 3 answers. I'm going to go through each of yours, and everybody else, you can just keep working on your own. All right, so first one is George's. Hi, John. Okay, George. John is spelled as J-O-H-N. J-O-H-N. Yeah. Hi, John. I hope you're doing well. I'm writing in relation to your plan of learning to drive. I think it is a good idea to get a lesson drive because there are for hours and it is very good. Comfortable.
I'm missing one part.
C-O-M-F-O-R-T-A-B-L-E. So what you meant is the timetable is comfortable for you, or their arrangement is comfortable for you. So not comfortable hours. You could say yeah, like the time is flexible.
Flexible. Oh, okay. Perfect.
Yeah, flexible.
Flexible. It's okay.
Yeah, you can see the words above. I have sent the words above. Flexible time, professional instructor, and good service. Yeah, and George, don't forget finishing this letter. You need to write the extra tips and ending phrases and the closing. Okay, next one, Andrea. Hi, Evan. I hope you're doing well. I'm writing in relation to your plan of learning to drive. I think it is a good idea to get a driver license because if the authorities find out that you are driving without a license, and you will get fined. They will fine you. Yeah, that's true. Good, Andrea. That's a good example. That's a very valid reason. So that's definitely true. Right, you can continue writing about the recommendation with the school. You can try it, have a try. I recommend that you can, for example, you can go to this school because they have good service, because they have professional instructors, because they have flexible timetable. So finish up this letter. This is, hello dear Paula. I hope you're doing well. I'm writing because it's going to make your life easier. So I think you see, I think it's a good idea because it's going to make your life easier to do the things you want to do. So they're not quite well connected. If I were you, I would say because it's going to make your life easier and you can do anything you want to.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, thank you.
No worries. Next one, I recommend the school close to Moorabbin.